として撃とうとしても、その誰もがやけど程度では済まない痛手を負わされ、
Wow. Dang.
あの男の行動はやめていただきたい。
Yo. Yup. Sit down, freaking lady in waiting. She was hoping that Li Shu could remember her, and the mother, could be with Li Shu through the highs and lows. It's a depiction of mother's love, not guilt or blame. Hello, friends. My name is Benoit Kim, a licensed psychotherapist and your favorite yapper. Welcome back. As a lot of folks pointed out that I'm going to be saying every episode will be my favorite episode, and this episode and the series will get better and better in the second half. It's just mind-boggling. How is this series real? How is the writing so impressive, so tight? The suspense, the thrill, the aha moment, the puzzle, just... But you know what is more impressive? It's Mao Mao's Great Wall of Denial continues to be the 8th wonder of the world. Could be seen through the space because it is so big. Unstoppable nature of Mao Mao's denial. Assassination Zero, Helixi, and Jiren Shimaru are the founding sponsors here since day one. Thank you so much. Shout out to every single YouTube family and patron folks out there. Thank you. Sit back and I hope you enjoy.
信じられません。玉葉様以外の上級妃の世話をするなんて。
そう言われても。様に相談されてみてはいかがでしょう。あんなことを聞いて首を突っ込むなという方が無理だ。
You see, it shows that I forgot her name already. Seku, I think, right? She went to the bath with Mao Mao for the social capital to further investigate the stories or rumors based on Hongyang and Lady Yokyu's, I guess, suggestions and order. And through that, Sekyu realized, hold up, who is this gal, Mao Mao? She is serving and looking out for the interests of other concubines besides her direct supervisor, her direct concubine of Lady Yokyu. Again, this symbolizes that Mao Mao truly indeed is an outlier. And this kind of is a reference and callback to what Hongyang told Mao Mao when she cornered Mao Mao against the wall. And obviously I analyzed and commented about that, where it's not really about mistrust or lack of trust or questioning Mao Mao's character from Hongyang. It's just that Hongyang's allegiance lies with Lady Yokyu, full stop. And Mao Mao understood that, so she took no offense. Here, Seku is new. She's a new addition along the three sisters, and folks pointed out that they're not triplets, they just look the same. But she is new, so she's not aware of Mao Mao's multi-talented nature, multifaceted nature. That she's not just a lady in waiting, just an apothecary, just a poison taster. She encompasses so much beyond that, but she doesn't know yet. None of the sisters know yet. And I'm sure Hongyang or Lady Yokyu haven't told them so. Because why? How do you explain someone like Mao Mao? This complexity of a character. You can't. You just have to get to know Mao Mao. Because as I shared in the earlier series, we are living in Mao Mao's world. This is her world, and we're just living in it. Anyway, this is what she was saying, that how dare you serve someone else? Because from Sekyu's perspective, she's not pure with her allegiance, but we know that's not the case. She just prioritized the needs of other people above her allegiance, politically or otherwise. Because remember what I said, Mao Mao's love language, Mao Mao's language of love is clinical care, aka act of service.
マオマオ。
案の定、お鉢が回ってきたか。
No, I don't think
お
so.
呼びでしょうか。
I think Mao Mao is just being summoned to share what she's heard. In episode 38, The Dancing Ghost, 第38话, something, something, 幽灵. So the first two are, I don't understand what they're saying because I think it's just the kanji or more complicated like Cantonese characters. But the last two characters are a ghost. So yeah, I think the first one actually might means like a bucket, like a big bucket. Anyway. Whoa.
しまった。業をもらって忘れていたが、先日の
But I learned a huge secret. You see? That's why this is a denial. Because she knows. She knows.
高級にいる男は皇帝以外は皆
Mm. Mm-hmm.
こそご立派なカエルをお持ちなの。
He has a somewhat sizable frog. And someone commented on YouTube based on what the writer or the author shared on Twitter, I think a while back, that this is a European mid-sized toad. And the size is anywhere between 1 inch and 10 inches, or 2 centimeters and 25 centimeters. So, I mean, that doesn't really help, right? Because that's a big range, 1 inch to 10 inches. That's a big range. Guys, I don't know why I did a visual representation on it. Guys, this show is messing me up. My goodness, I am this. Anyway.
それで今日はどんなお願いかしら。
とある妃の部屋で幽霊が出るようで。
お見舞いに行かなければ。
玉葉様、そのお体で外へ出るのはいけません。
Whoa, not Hongyang. Lady Gyokyu's pregnancy is getting more and more prominent, more and more obvious. Wow. Mao Mao? It's gonna be Mao Mao.
あなたとマオのはどうかしら。
玉葉妃、これは内密のことですので。また返していただけますか？
貸して。
Yo, here we go. Here we go again. Round 2 of this back and forth, this psychological flex. And some folks said they weren't just doing the psychological warfare and all that. Well, I beg to differ. I think it's all of the above. I think everything I've analyzed and what some folks mentioned, this is just like a leisurely, fun, entertaining pastime where they're just going back and forth, right? And obviously, it's not just about claiming the ownership of Mao Mao. Lady Yokyu and Jinshi respect Mao Mao and value her far too much just to view her as a possession, view her as an asset. At the same time, I think it is all of the above. Anyway, like I said, Popcorns is back, entertainment is back. Here we go again, back and forth. Secret missions, so Hongyang cannot go. Because if Hongyang were to go, that means everyone else knows this is the order by Lady Gyokyu, one of the 4 upper first rank concubines. So that's not going to work. But Mao Mao, she can disguise by putting on makeup and such, and she's done that many times. So Jinshi's like, can I have her back? I can certainly lend her to you. Like, here we go, back and forth. But I wonder, the question is, this time will Jinshi say Mao Mao's name? Because he's never said her name before. And last time, that's what Lady Gyokyu used to kind of trip and poke at Jinshi. So I wonder if there's going to be any difference in this episode.
ならあげるわよ。
I love this. Hongyang and Gaoshin's like, oh my goodness, here we go again. This is fun for Lady Gyokyu and our crown prince, frog prince, moon prince Jinshi, because again, they are the power holders. There's a saying that, well, it's a saying in Chinese. I don't really know how to translate to English, but loosely it's like, entertainment for those who behold power or burden for those who do not. AKA, for those who do not have the power, it's not fun. It's very stressful, right? Because again, this could be a psychological warfare, political flex, in addition to recreational fun, entertainment, because they have power, Jinshi and Gyokyu. But whoever that's beneath them, like Gaoxian and Hongyang, this is stressful. Because again, they pledge their allegiance respectively to 2 separate bosses, right? Even underneath this fun lurks fascinating social and political dynamic and power and all that. Remember what I said, everything is political. Everything has power dynamic. Church, relationships, work, family, society, community, fill in the blank. I challenge you to comment one area in life that does not encompasses power or politics.
またこのやりとりか。
いえ、返し。
This Mao Mao. He said it. And that's what Lady Gyokyu and Hongyang and Gaoshun gasped. They're like, oh, because he said her name. What does that mean? He is serious about Mao Mao. He is going to rightfully claim her ownership. Again, not as a possession or an asset, but that, hey, he is declaring, she is my favorite toy. Here's my proclamation. Here's my declamation. She is mine as the crown prince. Yo, this is amazing. I'm sure Lady Gyoku is even more excited. She's electrified by this. She's like, oh, Jin Mao season 3? Huh? To be continued.
戻った後この娘に何を聞いても
Wow.
処理いたしますゆ
Whoa.
えではそういうことで
Whoa. That manly, piercing gaze. Yo. This is Jinshi's little payback, little, I guess, fun, playful revenge. Getting back at Mao Mao for, I guess, what she put him through with, you know, the triple special massage groping. I'm so sorry. Not returning any favor, aka lending her ears. Speaking of lending, so Jinshi can, in a full, honest, forthcoming way, to reveal all of his identity, holding space for Jinshi. She didn't do any of that. She took the gift and locked him out. Savage. So this is his payback. And see that? Did you see Gaoshan bowing before he excused himself? Because Gaoshan is very high-ranking officer, but Lady Gyokyu is higher. And all these subtle, nuanced social and cultural gestures, courtesies, it's very important. When anytime a lower ranking, not just low, but respectively, comparatively lower ranking personnel leave the presence of someone that's higher ranking, you have to bow and show respect. It's like even now in the modern context, in Korea, Japan, China, since those are the three countries I know the most culturally and whatnot, when you speak to an elder, we have literally two separate dialects, verbiage, linguals, idioms to pay respect for those that's older than we are, right? Even in Korean, right? In all those three countries, Japanese, Korean, Chinese, or Mandarin or Cantonese, we use an entirely different way of speaking to those who are older than we are as a sign of respect. That is the significance and the importance of cultural tradition, right? Oral traditions, written traditions, or otherwise, traditions nonetheless. And traditions are the backbone of any culture. I'm not saying all traditions are good. Some traditions need to be updated, right? At the same time, traditions still serve and enact as a backbone for any culture, especially the longer the history certain cultures have. Since obviously Korea, Japan, China have like thousands and thousands years of history.
あなたたち狩りで何かあった？
Yeah, a lot. Gyokyu, you don't even know. You don't even know. Mama, how are you going to explain that, huh? You can't.
カエルのせいです。
カエル？
ガオシュン様はどこまで知っているのだろうか。
All of it.
それとも
I'm
ガオ
guessing.
シュン様も実は宦官ではないのだろうか。
Oh, you see that? Mama's cognitive ability, her intelligence, her deductions. We forget how stellar her reasoning is. It's been overshadowed by her Grey Wolf denial. But here, you see that? As soon as she's willing to unveil, could it be that Master Gaoshan isn't a eunuch either?
考えても仕方のないことだな。
Oh, here we go. Denial. My goodness.
ごきげんようリーシュヒ
ジンシ様。
早速幽霊が出るという湯殿に案内していただけます
Oh, let's go.
わかりやすすぎないか。
You see that? Freaking Lishu's ladies in waitings are some of the worst people in this show. The blatant display of their disdain, and they're like, oh, you know what they're thinking? They're like, oh, here we go. Lishu's being a little girl again, terrified of whatever superstitions. It's dragging Jinshi along. What a hassle. What a burden. I'm sure is what they're thinking. Do your job. You're getting paid. You have one job. Serve your master. You three little despicable.
上級妃の立場でこれだと心配になる。
こちらです。手前が脱衣所で奥が浴室なのですが、リーシュ様はこちらの物置の窓から奇妙な人影を見たというのです。
What's outside of the warehouse?
どんな人影が見えたのですか
そ
何かの見間違いでしょ。リー
Whoa, we've never seen Li Shu's head lady in waiting. Gosh, she just looks like an ugly person. I don't mean facially. I mean, she just has an ugly aura about her. With that freaking clown of a red lipsticks. With those, yeah, she just has an ugly aura. Guys, sorry, am I being too judgmental?
様はそうやって
So disrespectful, yo. Gosh. Reprimand her. Come on, Jinshi.
それを諌めるのが本来次女頭の務めだと思いますのに。
Gosh.
元毒味役だと。
は元次女頭か。
Oh, former.
毒味役
Okay.
にその座を奪われて日常的
Ah, okay. That makes sense. Okay. You see? Power dynamic. Power tripping.
あのかんざしを。
そうは思われませんか。
私の務めです。その仕事を取らないで。
Look at this. Speaking of Beauty and the Beast. Yo, this is Beauty and the Beast. I need to say more? My goodness.
少し喉が渇くな。
Jinshi's so smart. He uses his charm, diplomacy, political savage, almost a savagery, a savviness to maneuver the situation because he wants to keep it low key. He could 100% flex his managerial positions and power, but he's not doing that because he doesn't want to garner more attention. And then what does he do? He says, "Oh, my throat is parched. aka I need some agua, water, shui." And all these people are just flocking to get water. And guess what? Now they have some alone time. So they can talk about the secrets, gather more information from Lady Li Shu. Brilliant.
さて、リーシュ妃、詳しくお聞かせ願えますか。
So savvy.
リーシュ妃が萎縮しないように
Yep.
人払いしたのか。
あれは次女たちはいつも熱いお湯を用意するから冷め
Straight up abusive, by the way. They always make water hot. Straight up, not just negligence. This is sabotaging. This is straight up abuse. Just, oh gosh, just, yeah, despicable.
少し遅い時間に入るのが日課でした。いないようです。
Yeah, oh, poor
お風呂は
girl.
天寺にいた時から一人で入っていました。着替えだけカナンに手伝ってもらっていました。
Kanan! That's very significant. The fact that she called the former taster turns head lady in waiting by name, even just very subconscious, like almost like a slip towards Jinshi, means this represents their interpersonal closeness. How truly great Kanan has been for Li Shu. She's really looking out for Li Shu. Li Shu feels safe completely, and she trusts Kanan completely. That's why her name slipped. Because when you're talking to Jinshi, like the head manager of the royal palace, you want to be formal. You don't talk about names, you talk about their titles. So the fact that a name slipped really represents how close they are. Amazing.
体を拭いている時、暑いと思って水をあげたんです。そしたら
Oh! Scare me.
顔が笑いながら踊っていたのです。
Whoa.
私を見つめな
Whoa. It kind of looks like a hologram, right? Kind of looks like some sort of projection. Did they have projection technology back then? Maybe from the West? Huh. Or is it a ghost? Oh, poor
周り
little
に誰
girl.
かいたと
正体を確かめようと近づいてみたら幽霊は消えていてカーテンは何事もなかったように
は揺れていた。確かに幽霊を見たと怯えても仕方ない。それにしても変な間取りだ。水晶宮や翡翠宮では湯殿は別棟になって、
Why would anyone build a warehouse next to the bath? Again, I've learned that no, there's no throwaway sentence, no, there's no throwaway line in Apothecary Diaries. What does that say? So far, we've gathered the design, the architectural design of the pavilion warehouse next to the bath is suspicious. It's weird, strange. That's one. Two, this is, I think, another callback to the twin mystery that Gaoshan told Mao Mao a few episodes back. Those twins were being washed, and later we've learned that that's probably about the convoys, right? Or not convoys, the envoys from the foreign lands. And one of them snuck out to have a secret meeting with Shisho. So we've gathered that. But the point is, think about the premise of that twin mystery told by Gaoshan. Enclosed space, they were being washed. There's no in or out. Entrance and the exits and the doors were all locked. Same here. Doors are locked. Windows are locked. No way in or out. But somehow the curtains are moving. They saw something that no one else could see. This is an ongoing theme. And it's interesting. Where is all this leading? It cannot be just a coincidence that Mao Mao's denoting the weird architectural setup, the weirdness of enclosed space, but somehow someone sneaking in and out. And I guess my conjecture is that maybe it's like a projected hologram machine, but I don't know if they existed back then, right? So the question is, was it someone? Was it a ghost? Or was it again, technology, just like the hologram?
向こうの部屋はもともと物置だったんです。
Yeah, why did she look down?
それはこちらを見ていただけるとわかると思いますが。
Oh, what is that? Molds?
なるほど。
Black molds.
ひどくカビてますね。
Yeah,
翡
wow.
翠宮の侍女たちなら原因を追求してカビが生えない工夫くらいするだろうが。か、物置にしてごま。
Wow, freaking dude, these ladies in waiting have no good qualities. They're lazy, they're cunning, they're abusive, they're negligent, they're jealous. Dude, they represent the 7 original sins, right? Literally sloth, gluttony, they're gluttonous for power, they're lazy, they're envious, they're prideful. Wow, dude. There could be a whole series just to roast and put these ladies in waitings on blast. They just hid and try to cover up the black molds that could kill you, that could kill Lishu. Dude, unreal. Dude, this is so bad, dude. So bad for health.
他より古いんですか？
いいえ、むしろ新しい。
リーシュ妃はこのカーテンが揺れていたと言っていた。
Oh, wind. There's leakage. There's airflow.
あった。この穴の先は高級の水路につながっているはずだ。来ませんでしたか？
なんでわかるの？
Detective Mama again.
閉め切った窓、揺れるカーテン。幽霊の正体は？
What is it? What's the true nature? Huh? I mean, the moving curtain was probably from the airflow, right? But yeah, what's the true nature of a dancing ghost?
この棚を動かすのを手伝っていただけますか？
はい。
Dude, it is bad. Yeah,
ひ
jeez.
どく腐っています。床が歪んで隙間ができている。
用意しましょう。こちらです。
ありがとうございます。
I absolutely love when Ma Mao takes charge and when Gao Shan does her little errands. Again, think about how mind-blowing that is, given the power dynamics and Ma Mao's position and Gao Shan's position. Like, that is mind-blowing, historically, culturally, politically. And yes, I know we're like, oh, Benoit, we've seen this before. I know. That doesn't undermine how mind-blowing this is. Again, that speaks volume to the type of person Gao Shan is. But again, Ma Mao's a national treasure. That makes sense in
そ
closed
して
space.
湯気がこの隙間から上がって風を起こしカーテンを揺らしたのです。
じゃああの丸い顔は何だ。
Oh, mirror?
その動機を大事なものだから大切に扱ってくれる。
Of course.
わかりました。これはいつからここに？
以前はよく使ってたの。今は
Mm.
母様が残してくれた鏡だから。
R.I.P.
何の変哲もない。リーシュ様、せっかくなので久々に使われてみてはいかがでしょう。どうぞ。
Was it the angle that the copper mirror reflected her face, or maybe even the head lady in waiting's face, based on the position of their standing, the vapor? Or obviously, when there's vapor and stuff, it might distort the light and make the light hit at the right angle. And because they saw a round face, so maybe it wasn't a hologram projection, but a projection of their reflective face with that vapor, right? The fogginess, and they mistakenly thought that was a ghost.
使うって。
明るいと。かもしれません。
What? Ah,
なるほ
wow.
ど、こう映るのか。
どういうことだ。
魔鏡というそうです。本物を見るのは初めてですが。
Magic mirror.
魔境。
Wait, what? Whoa. Okay.
に凹凸を施して絵や文字を写すそうです。かなりの技術が必要だと養父から聞いたことがあります。
Wow. That's so cool. Wow. No wonder it's truly deserving as a family heirloom. Not just from a sentimental value from Li Shu's late mother, but it's a very precious gift in itself. Magic mirror.
枯れ
Very
た
cool.
鏡が月明かりに照らされ、顔を
Wow.
映す。隙間から湯気が上がり、カーテンが揺れる。
Wow. Ah, very cool.
ている気がする。
Oh, she carved her own face.
この鏡を使わなくなっちゃったから怒ったのかな。
No, it's just to gift you so you can remember her by. Maybe she just forgot to tell you how to use the magic mirror.
から出てきたのかな。
No, it's because she loves you.
踊るのが好きだったって聞いたの。私を産んだ後、体を壊して踊れなくなって、そのまま。
Damn.
幽霊なんて。
Oh, you see? So again, Li she's sharing all this. One, she's still a child. She's very young. So her cognitive understanding, her reasoning isn't quite fully developed. So it makes sense, right? I think she's like 13, 14 by this. So yeah, 8th grade, 9th grade. So yeah, she's a adolescent. Second thing, everything she's sharing is a depiction and projection of her guilt. I think she's blaming the death of her late mother, blaming the deterioration of her health, blaming the reason why her mother, who used to love to dance, couldn't dance anymore, on her. She's blaming all of these unfortunate sequences of events that happened to her late mother onto herself. And it's not just Lishu. A lot of children, a lot of adolescents do this. I work with so many clients now, even in their adulthood, in their 30s and 40s and even 50s, and they still carry that blame and guilt and shame. They blame themselves for the divorce of their parents like decades ago, like 20, 30 years ago. They still feel like it's their fault. Their parents divorced because of them. It's also because those parents never told my clients when they're younger that, hey, this is not your fault. This is not your fault. Our divorce, our whatever, X, Y, and Z is not your fault. Why do children carry on the burden when they're young? One, because they're more malleable. Two, they're more neuroplastic. Neuroplasticity, that phrase right here, right? Neuroplasticity is the mechanism and the nature of our brains that underneath neural pathways. Neural pathways are like the trails in the woods where the more people walk on them, it creates a trail. It's the same thing for our brains. The more we repeat something, it creates neural pathways over time, and we call that habit formation. Neural pathways are what makes any habit formation possible. The more you do something, the more repeat it, the more it gets solidified, the neural pathways, and neuroplasticity is what allows all that to happen. And three, children care. They're more innocent. Lishu cares deeply. And for those that care deeply, they're more prone to feeling guilty and blaming themselves for the unfortunate external events that's independent from their influence. That's why adults, we have to teach our children, yes, responsibility, yes, consequences, consequential thinking. Hey, when we do something wrong, when we do X, Y, and Z, there may be consequences, not to be punitive, but to teach them how to survive in this society. Because there are laws, there are consequences. But more importantly, to make sure they do not shift blame. A lot of adults, when we shift blame, we shift the blame from us onto other people as an escape, as a scapegoat. Children do the opposite. They often take on the burdens and blame from other people onto themselves. It's because it also helps them make sense of this world. Because again, their reasoning, their cognitive abilities, their brains are not fully developed yet. So this is their unknowing and very fragile and unhealthy way of trying to take control of their worldview. Oh, my mom died soon after she gave birth to me. Oh, therefore, it must be my fault. Do you see that? It's a very limited and elementary reasoning, but that's how children operate. And it's not Lishu's fault. But at the end of the day, it is not her fault. This is not a punishment. It's just a coincidence. And that magic mirror, the image of her mother, she was smiling. What does that say? When she gifted this magic mirror as a heirloom to Lishu, she was hoping that Lishu could remember her, and the mother could be with Lishu through the highs and lows. It's a depiction of mother's love, not guilt or blame. Let it out. She's grieving. This is also grief. Yes.
母親の形見を毎日磨くことで高級での日々を慰めていたのかもしれない。
Yes. Oof.
を抱くに値する存在なのだろう。
Even here, we see Mao's internal monologue, and she's analyzing Lishu's crying, her grieving process. She releasing her unprocessed grief. That's what Lishu's also doing, in addition to everything I talked about. Mao's analyzing all this as a matter of fact, very analytically. Again, it's not necessarily because she is neurodivergent or autistic, but rather the reveal of her childhood. She was neglected. She was left alone to cry for hours and hours because of the hardships of the brothel she grew up in. So her emotional attunement is underdeveloped. It's maldeveloped. Not because of who Mao is, or rather she's broken. She's not broken. It's just an unhealthy, maladaptive attachment style because of her upbringing, because of her need to segregate her emotions, because that's how she learned to cope, to survive, by being left alone by crying for hours. Here, this is another depiction of her attachment wounds, her attachment struggle, and her upbringing. That's why she's analytical. In addition to that jab of, I don't know what it feels like to be fond of a mother, because obviously we know her traumatic upbringing, right?
礼します。外にお茶を
Gosh,
ご用意しました。
she just has the most punchable face. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm a pacifist. I'm nonviolent. But she just has such a punchable face. You're like, ah.
まあ、リーシュ様、何を泣いて。
So fake, dude. Gosh. Oh my gosh,
一
so
見
dismissive.
妃を敬う次女のようなたしなめ方だが、
Nope.
本性が端々に現れている。
Yes.
今更な猫かぶりだ。
Yep.
あら、その鏡、まだ持っていらしたのですか？徳司様にいただいた鏡があるのだから、これは。
Please, Jinshi or Mama, please slap her. I know we're not at Crystal Pavilion where all the slaps happen. It's Crystal Pavilion, where obviously Lady Li Hua is the capital of slaps. And I know we're not there, but please, someone, please. I'm non-violent, but someone else can't. Like, just slap some senses into her. Just humble her ass, please.
もういらないでしょ。誰かに貸ししてはい。
Nice. Come on, Lishu.
何ですか？来客の前ではしたないですよ。
それは「いかがなものかと思います。
Nice. Oh, she also stole that. That's Lady Lishu's.
これ
Yo. Yo, let's go.
風情が身に
Let's
つけると
go.
は分不相
Yo. Yo.
がしにされていたことは、ジンジ様も知っていただろう。
Sorry, just this is so satisfying. Whew. Full body release. Okay, sorry.
公にしなかったのは、リーシュ妃のメンツを潰すことになる。
Wow. Wow.
行動はやめていただきたい。
Yo. Yup. Sit down, freaking lady in waiting. That's exactly right. Yup. And Jinshi just set an example by using her in front of everyone else that do not forget your place. Kindness does not mean the same thing as permissiveness. Kindness is not the same thing as being a pushover. Know your place. That is being exemplified here and now. Woo! Let's go. Sit down.
怖え。
Wow. Wow. Only if they knew Jinshi's true status as a crown prince? Woo! Okay, let me calm down.
また新入りを覗きに来たのか。
Gawk came to gawk at the new guy. What did I say? My prediction, my conjecture, that is Sui Rei in disguise. Do you see that purple hair? That's Sui Rei, baby. I'm telling you, that is Sui Rei. Woman, please forgive me, but I'm 99.8 certain, since hand sanitizer is still only 99.9%, right? That's Sui Rei in disguise.
はいはいわかったよ
Oh,
ママ。
mama. Hair.
ジ
Oh.
ョーちゃん、麻酔になりそうな薬を調べてるのかい？
はい。
もう肝がんは作られないんだから調べなくていいのに。
どうやって肝がんだと証明するのですか？
ああ、
How do they prove? Is there a physical examiner groping them to make sure there is no frogs? There's no sizable nuts? Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, they use the documents. Okay. Because I don't know if Mama was connecting dots with that new handsome looking eunuch who entered, who I believe is Sui Rei. But obviously Sui Rei, as a female, she wouldn't have any sizable nuts or frogs, right? But of course, that would be very inappropriate. That could be a sexual assault, of course, right? So I guess it makes sense they use the documents they could show. But what do we know about Sui Rei? She's brilliant. She's very savvy. Her intelligence is on par with Mama. She is exceptional at thinking outside of the box. So it's not just that Sui Rei is brilliant. It's not just that Mama is brilliant. Yes, they are, of course. And it's her exceptional cognitive ability to think outside of the box. Define the norms. That is brilliant and extremely rare to see. So I think Mao Mao is like, I wonder how did these new people enter? And maybe Mao Mao's not connecting the dots yet, but I am. All that to say, it will be very easy for Sui Rei, with all the character profile I just talked about, to forge, to somehow come up with the documents to show that either through her connections, since I don't think she's the ultimate culprit. I think there's someone way higher up. Maybe that's Shisho, maybe it's someone else that's backing her financially, politically, with whatever she needs to deliver this master plan that's lurking in the shadows.
昔は証明書があれば入れたけど、
Oh, okay.
触診だよ。
So now there's a physical exam. That is, oh wow, okay. And I'm guessing, yeah, I guess I was right. I am dead, yo.
当てつけすぎるよ、嬢ちゃん。不正がないように部署んだよ。
それって初回だけですか？
するたびにやってるよ。
Oh
念
wow.
願でなければ高級に入れるのは皇帝とその血族のみ。とすれば人士様。
Oh, he's thinking about, she's thinking about Jinshi. I'm thinking about Sui Rei.
なわけないか。
宦官、新しく入った宦官の話は知ってるかい？
Oh, Sui Rei, baby.
シャオランとシスイが話してたな。噂には聞きましたが、30人ほど入ったとか。
30.
風呂炊きの準備中に下級費に絡まれて大変そうだったよ。
わざわざ確認しに行ったの。
Hold up, why is Quake Doctor getting so excited? Why is he blushing about the young and good looking? Huh.
一体いつ話すのですか？
そのうち話す。
シャオマオも干からびた耳捨ても見るような目をしていま
A
した。
dead worm.
うるさい。
ことになりますよ。
さっさとこちら側に引き入れろというのだろう。だが、
制してください。
Please fight poison with poison. Our strategist will intervene. Oh, I guess Lacan? Because Lacan does not want to make sure... Lacan will do everything he can to make sure his daughter doesn't get dragged into this political power trip, this political warfare. For the safety of his daughter, obviously. So that's why Jinshi is being cautious. Because he knows Lacan cares deeply. There's no one and nothing Lacan cares more than his daughter.
大尉、官羅官。数年前にジップとイボ邸から家督を奪い、
Oh, he took over by force. Dang! Yo, Lacan, a formidable force.
皇帝すら一目置く存在だ。
Wow.
大尉という立場
Wow.
として撃とうとしても、その誰もがやけど程度では済まない痛手を負わせ、
Wow. Dang.
あの男の後。
Wow. Wow.
しかし、マオマオを引き入れるつもりなら、切り離しては考えられない。
That is true. Speaking of the Great Wall of Denial, you know what's in front of Mao Mao? The greatest wall of protection by Lacan. The fatherly love, the love of a father, love of a mourning, grieving father. It's like mama bears and their cubs. You don't want to mess with parental bear and their wrath. That's what Jinshi is saying. But I wonder how come Jinshi's not thinking about the another option. Maybe through Mao Mao, Jinshi could also get Lacan on his side. Is that where the show is heading? It's gonna be Jinshi plus Mao Mao plus Lacan facing off and playing chess against Shisho. That will be grand. That will be amazing. Is that what's happening? But yeah, why don't, right? How do you earn a father's alliance? How do you earn a father's love? Through the proxy and the connections of his daughter, Mao Mao. That will be triple birds, one stone. Win, 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 win. Oh, but maybe only to do that, Jinshi has to propose and marry Mao Mao as the crown prince, of course, which I believe Lacan knows.
本当の話をしたい。なぜ今の立場にいるのか。なぜ本当の姿を隠しているのか。
Do it.
のか
Run away. Jinshi's also apprehensive because I think Jinshi's learned Mao Mao's exceptional denying ability. I think Jinshi has seen a glimpse into this grand gray wall of denial. That's why I think he knows, and he's being thoughtful and in consideration of her fear of survival, her fear of safety.
次は高級の案件か。多いな。
あるもの
Damn!
女官が多すぎる。蝶が派手すぎて高級の景観を損なう。などといった内容です。
いつもと変わらんな。
So the same as always. Also, what if maybe it's all of those ladies in waiting and overwhelming and swamping the royal palace wasn't just a flex by her father, Shisho. What if it's also partially from her? So it's the more personnels, the more ladies in waitings, the more crowded her prevailing is. Guess what? It's easier for her to sneak out and play her dual identity as Shisui and Luolan. Makes sense. Pretty smart, actually.
新入りの宦官にあるかと予想できたかな。
ええ、彼らには力仕事を任せています。奴隷たちです。慎重に考えませんと。
They're all formal slaves except for one, Suirei.
一応形として見ておく必
Oh, Jinshi's
面倒
gonna.
だな。
諦めてください。白い帯をつけているものがそうです。
痩せていてどこか怯えているな。元奴隷たち
All right, let's see. Where's Suirei? Let's see.
自由になった
Where's that young, handsome
普通
eunuch?
の民のようにうまく生きていくことは難しい。
True. True. On the surface, yes. Oh! Bro. This is Suirei, dude. Yo. Do you see those burnt marks on her fingers?
違う噂の宦官か。左腕をどうかしたのか。
が痺れているとのことです。
He was heavily abused, causing the left side of his body to go numb. Or it's a side effect from the anesthesia that she used to escape the fake death after self-inducing coma. Do you know what's one of the medical side effects of coming back? What would you call it side effects? Yeah. One of the lingering symptomology of some patients who come back from their coma or stroke, right? Paralysis. Partial body or half a body paralysis. It happens quite often to unfortunate, right, patients and their recovery. I think it's not from the abuse. Maybe it is, but maybe that's what the documents denoted, right? The forgery. I think the real thing, my conjecture, is that is the symptomology and the cost of her self-inducing coma to escape death, to escape, right, all that closing on her. And she woke up with half of her left arm paralyzed.
体中に傷があって肌を見せたがらないとか。
He doesn't want to show his skin. What is a better cover-up story to hide the fact that you are not a eunuch? You're not a man. You're a woman. This is a brilliant cover-up, dude. It's so tight
そうか。
and it's very plausible.
それにしても
Wow, I cannot believe Suirei made a return. I mean, I was suspecting this and I conjectured this even a few episodes ago, but wow, this is a final reveal.
人気者だな。
ええ、頭はいいらしく。女官
He's very intelligent. Yo, of course, Suirei.
割がうまいのです。
Quite thoughtful because she's a woman herself. Makes
な
sense.
んだ。
あなたが言えることですか。
Ah, yo. Oh, yo.
新人たちはどうだ。
人士様。
まだ慣れぬだろうが、いずれ適した仕事を割り振る。
どうしてくれんだ。
Oh,
妃の上級費のための氷だぞ。終わりだ。
oh, who is this? No, Xiaolan. No, it's okay, Luolan. slash Shisui, and Mama will come to your rescue. No.
ごめんなさい
Shala, no. Oh, and her terms were nearing too. Oh. I hope Mama and, like I said, Luolan, or I guess, I don't know how to call Shisui. Do I call her Shisui? Do I call her Luolan? I'll just use them interchangeably. I'm sure they will collectively exercise their influence, their brain power, connections, all that to rescue Xiaolan. I hope so. Because Xiaolan is an amazing, amazing side character, amazing companion, and of course, Mao's best friends. Anyway, y'all, you guys are right. Just every episode has different tempo, different setup, different plots, but every episode hits. It just, the show doesn't miss. How is this possible? What a wonderful series. Anyway, y'all, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you can enjoy my yapping. And as always, please remember, you matter. We all do. Until next week. Peace.